Please welcome to the stage your host for this evening, Mr. Dominic Frisby!
Good evening, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Unleashed. Hooray! So I'm going to do a quick meet and greet with the front row, and of course, as you know, the tactic is always to find out who is the alpha male of the front row and go with that person first. So, sir, who do you think I should choose? This guy right here. I'll go with you first because I picked on you first. Hello, my friend. What is your name? Henry. Where are you from, Henry? East London. Excellent. What do you do for a living? Say again? Learning support assistant. You weren't expecting that question because you kind of went, learning a support assistant. Very good. I'm not quite sure what that is. Is that like an assistant to a teacher?
Kind of, but no. I work with kids.
You work with kids who've got learning disabilities. Very good, very good. Always makes the room a bit awkward when somebody has a really worthy job, because if I'm to take the piss out of him for his job, I'm the one that looks like a wanker. And so you just have to go, well done, Henry. Great guy. And move on to the next bloke and hope he's an estate agent. Hello, my friend. What's your name? Hello, Gavin. And where are you from, Gavin? From Ilford. Excellent. What do you do for a living? A theatre maker. Surely you mean a set designer, a set maker. You make whole theatres. Oh, directing. Well, why don't you just say I'm a director? Theatre maker. That's just some jazzed up thing to put on your LinkedIn profile. Theatre maker. Fucking director. Theatre, bloody hell. That's society's falling apart when you can't even call a director anymore. I'm a baby maker. Fucking bloke. Right. And next to Gavin we have Jamila. Hello, Jamila. Where are you from, Jamila? East London. And what about you? What do you do for a living, Jamila? What? An ICUner. What is that? Tell me. Intensive care. Hence IC unit. IC unit. Fucking hell. I'm deaf, by the way. And you might be an intensive care unit. Again, really worthy. Hard to, saving lives and all that shit. But your diction's awful. And I've got a new sort of thing, this idea. I read somewhere on, somewhere on the internet, so it must be true, that Facebook can ask you it just needs to ask you 3 questions, and by asking you these 3 questions, it can deduce more about you than your spouse knows about you by asking you the 3 questions. I don't know what those 3 questions are, but I've got this thing. So I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what your politics are. But I'll just say hello first. What's your name, my friend?
Martin.
Hello, Martin. And where are you from, Martin? Kent. Tory. I didn't even need to ask the question. Tory with UKIP sympathies. And I'm only kidding you, Martin. Here we go. There we go. Very funny. For those of you that didn't hear that, he said even UKIP's a bit tame for me now. Yes, it's lost its edge, Martin. I agree. And right. Well, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to ask you the question. I'm going to tell you what your answer to the question would have been. So the question was going to be St Paul's Cathedral or the Shard, and you would have said St Paul's Cathedral, correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's that sort of prompting that we need to keep the night flowing slickly, and very good, and thank you, and keep queuing. If they're slow, just fucking keep the queues going, and that way we'll keep the rhythm going. Excellent. And what do you do for a living, Martin?
I don't really do anything for it. I look after the money I've put aside.
I look after the money I've put aside. Well, may I recommend my Substack channel in that regard?
Well, I have done.
Yeah.
Quite a few places.
You've made quite a few babies. Excellent. Right, well, congratulations on your achievement. And what a weird way of putting it. But yes, I suppose I gave you the lead. Yeah, I did. I set the tone for that one, but that's only because he called himself a theatre maker. Theatre maker. Gavin. And next to Martin, we have his ashamed and embarrassed wife, proud wife, nothing to do with him. So... Your mates. Oh, okay, excellent. And what, Laura, did you say? That'll do. Okay, very good. Just glad to be called anything that's not oi. And oi, you. I think you're what's known as easygoing, Laura. Is it? Am I right saying Laura? What is it? Lloyd? What was it? Lawn. Okay, very good, very good. But Laura will do. Okay. What is it? Scandinavian? Yeah. Okay, fine. That's good. We like Scandinavian. And what do you do for a living? Lawn. You run a venue. Very good. Is it called Mother? Sorry, that was just terrible, wasn't it? Very good. Let's move on to get this front row done. Then we can crack on with the night. And we've got another gentleman here who's looking assiduously over here, staring at the chair, as if to think the more he stares at the chair, the less he'll be part of the conversation. What is your name, my friend?
Peter.
Hello, Peter. And where are you from, Peter?
Winchester.
Winchester. Excellent. Protein. Protein diet or vegan?
Definitely protein. And
Definitely.
And fat as well.
And fat as well. There we go. Very right wing. There's a correlation, isn't there? And what do you do for a living, Peter?
I'm a scientist.
A scientist.
And also
Excellent.
apparently a science denier.
And also a science denier. Woo! There. Not in here, mate. Not in fucking here. We're not censoring free speech. We're censoring boring speech. Whee! That's what they need to do, is my new theory. Twitter needs to invent an algorithm, just censors all boring tweets. Like, if you do a boring tweet, you're just banned from the social platform for 3 months and all the rest of it. What kind of science? Climate changey stuff?
Actually, AI sort of stuff.
Artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning. Excellent. So what are you denying with that?
I just think it's funny that I do spend a long time doing science and apparently don't believe science.
Okay. So which scientists don't you believe? Okay, don't start. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, fine. All right. A little bit snappy, Peter. And I thought you were this very gentle scientist, but you just go too far and I get angry. Very good. Hello, sir. Look at you all over here. What's your name, my friend? Brady. Hello, Brady. That's a very cool name. Where are you from, Brady? From Chesterfield, up there. I was about to say I once had the best gig I ever had in Chesterfield, but it was actually Huddersfield, so sorry for getting... Like, the cool people have the best gigs ever at the Comedy Store. I've got 3 encores in Huddersfield, but they're sort of not far away. What do you do for a living, Brady? You work for a fintech. Okay, very cool, very groovy. That stands for financial technology. There's a lot of abbreviations. Fintech, AI, ICU, and you're doing the opposite. You're lengthening rather than shortening. And when you do fintech, are you all into like Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff? Nah. Why not? It's not you. Ah, fucking hell. It should be. I find that talking about Bitcoin, is a great way to get women into bed. Actually, sorry, not into bed, off to sleep. It's a great way to get off to sleep. If you bought Bitcoin in 2012 and you sold it in 21... Give me a chance. Fucking hell. It's like, it's fine, it's fucking happening to the right of UKIP, but as soon as you start fucking talking about Bitcoin, if you bought Bitcoin in 2012 and you sold it in 2021, you still wouldn't be able to explain what it is. That was the joke I was trying to get to, till you rudely heckled me. How dare you. I used to have one of those mobile phone holsters, you know those? Which apparently, according to my ex, is everything you need to know about me. You might not know this, but I track these things. We are about to have a full moon, ladies and gents. It's coming up possibly this weekend. And I track these things because everyone goes a bit mental at the full moon. And I'll give you an example. Would you agree with that? Yeah. Good one. I was about, maybe 2 full moons ago, I was running for the train at Kensal Rise to catch the Ginger Line. And I did that thing where I wasn't quite running fast enough. Looking at me, I can't understand why, but I wasn't quite running fast enough. And the doors shut just before I got there, and I had to do that thing where I was running, and then I had to break into a walk and pretend it was totally normal. And this, I don't know what the collective noun is for a group of pissed women, but we're going to go with a heap. There was a heap of pissed women, and they seemed to have fallen out of the train or something. I'm not sure how they'd ended up in their condition, but the train pulled away, and there was just this heap kind of going, and everyone on the platform sort of walked towards them to check they were okay. At which point, on the other platform, on the other side of the tracks, there was another lady screaming into her mobile phone, and she was, I don't know where she was from, somewhere in Southeast Asia, and she spoke quite good English, and she was just screaming into her phone, "Fuck off! Fuck off! I told you not to call me up anymore, and you're calling me up! Fuck off! Why'd you keep calling me up? You call me up one more time, I'm going to get a court order on you!" And all the pissed women are like, "Yeah! Yeah! You fucking tell him, sister! Go, Suzanne!" And this woman's like, "Even the people on the platform, they want you to fuck off as well." "Fuck off, fuck off." And it just keeps going. And they're like, "Yeah, fuck off. Go on, tell her. You're the worst daughter I ever had." At which point, the women all suddenly changed and they were like, "No, you can't say that." And it sort of went, "Hang on a minute, fuck off!" So that's what we have to watch out for, ladies and gents, this coming full moon. This whole trans thing has got, like, just so out of control. Like, with the swimmer and the cyclist, and I've learned there's an MMA, and, like, comedians are doing jokes when they're getting cancelled, and I'm like, you just got to watch what you say. Okay? Because some of those women can throw a really hard punch. I've been Dominic Frisby. Thank you very much. Good night.